Hey guys, Jared here, and today we're going to check out how the 7-year-old thermal paste on my CPU has held up after all this time, and find out if replacing it makes any difference to my cooling performance. I built my current computer in 2010 and have never bothered to change the thermal paste. I've been intending on getting a new computer for the last couple of years, but may have fallen into the "but there's this one awesome thing coming in a few months" trap. I'm not doing any overclocking, and the temperature of the CPU has never been an issue, so I never really made it a priority, and as a result never got around to it. But does it even make a difference anyway? Before swapping the thermal paste, I've recorded the CPU temperatures of my Intel i7-950 at idle and full load using AIDA64. During idle, the temperatures over all four cores sat between 37 to 41 degrees Celsius, while at full load all cores sat between 57 to 62 degrees Celsius. So let's get in there and disassemble this thing. The CPU cooler is a Cooler Master V10, which does a good job at collecting dust. I've cleaned it out a few times over the years but never fully removed it. Let's remove that cooler and see how the thermal paste has held up after 7 years. Now I haven't looked at a whole lot of thermal paste, but from what I can tell this looks just fine. Nothing too exciting there. After wiping the old paste away, I apply some new Arctic Silver thermal paste. Unfortunately, I have no idea what type of paste I used 7 years ago, so it could be possible that any difference is simply due to the paste being better than whatever I used previously. After putting it all back together, I ran the same tests and got very similar results. At idle, all 4 CPU cores sat between 37 to 42 degrees Celsius mark, so just 1 degree higher at maximum. At full load, the temperatures ranged from 56 to 64 degrees Celsius over all cores, so the minimum was 1 degree cooler while the maximum being slightly hotter than before. Realistically, all of this is within margin of error ranges. I'm not actually convinced that changing the 7-year-old paste made a real practical difference. Although I don't personally have any noticeable issues, you might want to look at replacing your thermal paste a little more often than every 7 years, especially if you notice any temperature issues over time. However, in my limited experience, it doesn't seem that you really need to. My paste has held up fine after all this time and works basically the same as the new paste. So how often do you guys replace your thermal paste, if at all, and why? I'd be interested to hear what you do with yours. Leave a like on the video if you found the information useful, or I guess a dislike if you were upset that the 7-year-old thermal paste wasn't as disgusting as I thought it might be after all this time. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for future tech videos like this one.